Hey, Sebastían, what's going on? You are in Indy, America's heartland, ahead of Game 3. The big storyline obviously centers around the availability of Tyrese Haliburton after he came up lame with that left hamstring tweak. We know it's going to impact this series no matter how much it affects him, but Sebastían, to what degree?
How are you, Gary? How's everything? We'll know more about Haliburton's availability specifics closer to game time, but if he can't go, Indiana has a massive problem. He's their best player, their best passer, their best shooter, and even though he generates offense for his teammates, I believe Indiana will miss his shooting the most. Last 8 games, he's averaged 4.4 makes from 3. Next closest pacer is at 2.1. And we have to remember, Gary, he injured that same hamstring back in January, and I think the Pacers were better equipped back then to replace him. At that point, Buddy Hield was inserted in the starting lineup. He has since then been traded to Philadelphia. They had Benedict Mathurin, another good shooter. He's out for the season with a shoulder injury. Today, Indiana has limited options. You can insert T.J. McConnell, great energy, better defense, but he's not a sharpshooter. Or you can go big, Obi Toppin, put Nesmith at the 2. Either way, Gary, if Haliburton can't go, the writing's on the wall for Indiana.
Sure, the plus-minus right there was absolutely glaring, and some more numbers to sort of back that up. At least the Pacers can kind of tread water without him. They were 7-6 without Haliburton in the regular season. Sebastían, stand by. We got more in just a second. Randy, what you got?
Well, let's go out to this Western Conference Series. Where Wolves? Where are the Wolves? Where are the Wolves that we watched the first couple rounds of the postseason? Because these aren't them. That man is him, though. Luka Doncic, the most points per game in NBA history in Game 2s, better than 34 per game. Mavs, though, trailing by 5 in the 4th. Luka Doncic to Kyrie Irving. He had 20 points, 13 of them in the 4th. 20 seconds to go. Anthony Edwards only had 2 turnovers. This is a bad time for that second. Just right out of bounds. And no one in particular, I guess, looking for Naz Reid, but finds the fans. And Karl-Anthony Towns said we're just beating ourselves a lot of the time, making simple mental errors. What do the Mavs draw up? They're down 2 under 15 seconds to go. Derek Lively setting a screen for Luka, gets him on Rudy Gobert on the switch, and he gets the Frenchman dancing, doing the can-can. As Doncic buries a step-back 3, the bell doesn't dismiss you. Luka Doncic dismisses you, and he let Rudy know about it. His second career go-ahead three-pointer in the final 5 seconds of a playoff game, tied with LeBron and Dame and Reggie Miller and Robert Horry for the most since 97-98. Here's Luka on what he saw.
I just see what defense gives me. I didn't expect that we were going to switch. We were just going to play that pick and roll. I told you live coming. We'll just figure out from there. That's about it.
109-108 is the final, thanks to another Doncic dagger, and the Mavs are up 2-0.
We had the defensive player of the year on you.
Yeah. I mean, he's long, he can't move. I can't move fast, but I can move faster than him.
I can't move fast, but I can move faster than him. That's me with my kids. Another thing that went fast in this series, the Timberwolves' home court advantage. The Mavs hold now a commanding 2-0 series lead. It's bad news for Minnesota because teams that go up 2-0 on the road in the conference finals or later have never lost the playoff series, 14-0. Once again, back with Sebastían Christensen here. What has surprised you, sir, the most about how the Mavs have taken this 2-0 series lead?
Hey, Randy, how are you? What surprised me the most is that Karl-Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards have been complete no-shows so far. Coach Chris Finch criticized his guys after the Game 1 loss for their lack of composure at the end of that game, and we saw the exact same movie in Game 2. Anthony Edwards made a more conscious effort of being more aggressive from the get-go. He did get in the paint more. But at the end of the day, he and Towns combined to make just 9 of 33 shots, and that's just not going to cut it for Minnesota. What is more, Edwards committed to inexcusable turnovers down the stretch. I think a little bit due to uncertainty on his part and maybe a bit of fatigue. And all while, Towns was on the bench once again at the end of the game. In the meantime, Irving scores 13, even though he did miss 3 free throws in the 4th quarter. Luka hits that dagger 3 to win it. Whose stars do you trust more right now, Randy? Definitely not Minnesota's. Towns and Edwards have to pick it up if the Timberwolves want to get back in the series.
Dallas's dynamic duo is certainly coming through here. As for Karl-Anthony Towns, did not play in the final 8 minutes and 40 seconds of this game as the series moves to Dallas for Game 3 tomorrow.